All right, everybody. Samori Benjamin here at Citi Field, here with former Major Leaguer, All-Star, and World Series champion, Howie Kendrick. Howie, man, it's a pleasure to, I think I might have interviewed you when you were playing, but I can't remember, but great to see you here, man. Thank you for joining me.
Oh, yeah, thanks for having me on.
Yeah, man. I mean, so I see you out here with the Phillies. What brings you out here?
You know what? I've been working for the Phillies for about 4 years now as a special assistant. I spend a lot of time mostly with the Major League club, but you know, I go down to the minor leagues every now and then, do some things, but mostly major leagues. You know, I really enjoy being around the game of baseball, trying to give back a little bit, and you know, I kind of came over here with Kevin Long, helping out the hitting side a little bit, and just happy to be around the game.
Yeah, Kevin Long, he was here in New York and with the Mets and Yankees, and he was with you when you won the championship with the Nationals, I know, in 2019.
Yep.
Yeah, man. I mean, so just, you know, that experience for you right now, how has it been for you?
You know what? It's been great. You know, knowing Kevin for a long time, I know what he talks about as a hitting coach. I'm very much a believer in his philosophy, but you know, like being over here with the Phillies, I mean, I think the style of play that we have and, you know, the type of guys that we have over here are very conducive to us playing winning baseball and hopefully winning a championship. So, you know, I've been happy to be a part of this organization. You know, I played here briefly in 2017 before getting traded to the Nationals. And, you know, I've enjoyed being around these guys.
Yeah, what part of the country are you from originally?
I'm originally from Florida, right outside of Jacksonville.
Okay.
But, I've been living in Arizona for about 20 years now. So
nice, man. Just growing up, what were some of your biggest baseball influences?
Growing up, you know, I was a big Braves fan. I watched the Braves a lot, you know, so I got to see, you know, I was actually a big fan of the pitchers, you know, Tom Glavine, John Smoltz, Greg Maddux. Obviously, you know, they had Chipper Jones there who played in Jacksonville area at Bowles High School. So I kind of grew up watching Chipper Jones and got a chance to see him play at the professional level as well as high school. And, you know, just being from where I'm from, you're either a Braves fan, a Cubs fan, and then I think you were either a Marlins fan too, just because they were new in the 90s. But outside of that, man, I only really watched the Braves.
Yeah, you know, I know you are well versed on the decline of the Black American player, and you mentioned the Braves. At that time in the 90s, they had so many Black American players.
Brian Jordan, Otis Nixon.
Oh, yeah, so many. Dion's even there, Ron Gant, Terry Pendleton, so many, David Justice. I'm just curious, like, I know those guys probably influenced you. How many of your black peers were baseball fans in the Jacksonville area growing up?
You know what? I had a lot of my cousins played. You know, it was me and my cousins, but like growing up where I grew up, there wasn't a lot of black guys playing baseball. Most of us either played football, baseball, basketball, ran track, but not as many guys sticking with baseball. Me and my cousins were like the only 3 or 4 of us that really stuck with baseball. And, you know, even in high school, man, I kept playing, and I played baseball over the other sports. And I ended up trying out at quite a few different junior colleges before I got books and tuition. And then I went on to play junior college. I was supposed to redshirt my first year and ended up playing well in the fall, and I was able to start in the spring, and I ended up leading the state in hitting that year in junior college. So that's what got me drafted, and then, you know, the rest is history.
Yeah, with the Angels. Real quick, did you play football growing up in Florida?
You know what? I didn't play in high school. You know what? Growing up, you know, I wanted to play at a younger level, but I just never really did. But I did more summer basketball. I mean, and obviously in the neighborhood we did everything, man. Like we were all athletic, so we could play everything. But I just really stuck with baseball. I fell in love with it at a young age, and you know, I just kept playing. Knew I wanted to try to be a professional one day, and you know, my dreams were able to come true.
Yes. Now, with the Angels, you spent a lot of your career there, the beginning of your career, many years. You were there when the Angels were good every year. Since you left, they haven't really been good for a long time. But what are your best memories about playing for the Angels at that point with Mike Stolze when you guys had a good team?
You know, we played a good brand of baseball. We pitched well, we played defense, and we ran the bases well. You know, a lot of first or third. That was a lot of things that were preached in the minor leagues. You know, we got developed as players, and you know, a lot of us played together on our way up. And by the time we made it to the major leagues, we were very familiar with how each other played, whether it was me and my shortstop, who was Eric Ibar, or the guys that were already there. We all had the same philosophy. We all played the same brand of baseball. And I think that was something that really helped us win for a really long period of time. And, you know, some of the biggest guys that really helped me out at the major league level were Sean Figgins, Garrett Anderson, Torrey Hunter was really big for me. You know, he really kind of helped me find myself as a player in the major leagues. And, you know, I'm very thankful for the guys that were before me. And then I've been trying to pass that along to the guys that are coming too.
Yeah, no doubt, no doubt. Before I let you go, because I know you got to run, 2019, that was a magical season, magical postseason for you.
Yep.
In the first round, I know you hit the grand slam, the extra innings in Game 5, the first round to send your team, send you guys to the NLCS. The NLCS, you won MVP of that, and then you won the World Series. You had a big hit in the last game as well, driving and run. So, I mean, how great was it for you after all the years playing? At 2019, late in your career, you have that dramatic, great run at that point.
You know what? It comes at craziest times, man. That year we started 19 and 31, and nobody really expected us to do anything. But the chemistry that I had with those guys on that team and that we had as a team, I mean, it was unbelievable. We hung out together off the field. We pulled for each other on the field. I mean, it was just a magical time for us, and we had the staff to do it, the pitching staff. And then our hitters, we weren't scared of anybody, man. And like my whole career, I tell people, I said, I played on teams talent-wise that were probably better, but no team that connected with each other in that way other than that team. And I think it was truly magical, and just for everybody to be able to be a part of that was truly special, man.
And you had a young Juan Soto on that team, and everybody could see that he was going to be really good at that point. But what do you think about what he's going on to do so far?
You know, he's been special, man. Like, I was glad to be able to be a part of his career, especially early on. You know, when I ruptured my Achilles in 2018 was when he debuted in the big leagues. And, he's been magical ever since, man. The kid's an electric player. You know, he does what he needs to do. I mean, obviously he's had success in his career, and, it looks like his career is going to be a great one moving forward.
Last two for you. I mean, you made the All-Star team, what, in 2011? Is that it?
Yeah, 2011 was the only time.
Okay, and so I'm trying to remember where it was that year in 2011.
It was in Arizona.
Arizona, right?
Yeah.
Arizona. So how was that for you to make the All-Star team at that point?
Unbelievable. That's one of the things to be voted on, by your peers and to be able to make that. It's one of those accomplishments that you always cherish, and that to be able to say that, man, I had a chance to do that throughout my career.
Last one for you. Who's the most talented player that you ever played with?
Most talented player I ever played with. I mean, I played with some really good ones. I played with Vladimir Guerrero, Albert Pujols, Mike Trout, Bryce Harper, Trey Turner, Kyle Schwarber. I mean, there's a lot of them, so it's tough to pick just one.
Yeah. Okay. You don't want to pick this one.
All right, I got to run.
All right, folks.
Yeah.
Philadelphia Phillies now, assistant to the general manager, All-Star 2011 world champion Howie Kendrick. Thank you, man.
Yeah, no problem.
Great talking to you. Thank you.
Oh, yeah.